thought Hyacinth, to arrive at that very moment. Belvane curtsied low.
"Good afternoon, your Royal Highness. I am here purely on a matter of business. I thought it my duty to inform your Royal Highness of the result of the Literature Prize."
She spoke meekly, and as one who forgave Hyacinth for her unkindness towards her.
"Certainly, Countess. I shall be glad to hear."
The Countess unrolled a parchment.
"The prize has been won,"
she said.
"by—"
She held the parchment a little closer to her eyes.
"by Charlotte Patacake."
"Oh, yes? Who is she?"
"A most deserving woman, your Royal Highness. If she is the woman I'm thinking of, a most deserving person, to whom the money will be more than welcome. Her poem shows a sense of values, combined with breadth and distance, such as I have seldom seen equalled. The technique is only excelled by the, shall I say, temperamentality, the boldness of the colouring, by the, how shall I put it, the firmness of the outline. In short—"
"In short,"
said the Princess,
"you like it."
"Your Royal Highness, it is unique. But naturally you will wish to hear it for yourself. It is only some 1200 lines long. I will declaim it to your Royal Highness."
She held the manuscript out at the full length of her left arm, struck an attitude with the right arm, and began in her most thrilling voice.
"King Merriwig the First rode out to war, as many other kings—"
"Yes, Countess, but another time. I am busy this afternoon. As you know, I think, the Prince Udo of Araby arrives tomorrow, and—"
Belvane's lips were still moving, and her right arm swayed up and down.
"What gladsome cheers assailed the balmy air,"
she murmured to herself, and her hand went up to heaven.
"They come from north, from south—"
She pointed in the directions mentioned.
"From everywhere. No wight that stood—"
"He will be received privately up here by myself in the first place, and afterwards—"
"Could gaze upon the sight unmoved, I wot,"
whispered Belvane, and placed her hand upon her breast to show that anyhow it had been too much for her.
"Why do they march so? I beg your Royal Highness's pardon. I was so carried away by this wonderful poem. I do beg of your Royal Highness to read it."
The Princess waved the manuscript aside.
"I am not unmindful of the claims of literature, Countess, and I shall certainly read the poem another time. Meanwhile I can, I hope, trust you to see that the prize is awarded to the rightful winner. What I am telling you now is that the Prince Udo is arriving tomorrow."
Belvane looked innocently puzzled.
"Prince Udo. Udo. Would that be Prince Udo of Caraway, your Royal Highness? A tall man with 3 legs?"
"Prince Udo of Araby,"
said Hyacinth severely.
"I think I have already mentioned him to your ladyship. He will make a stay of some months."
"But how delightful, your Royal Highness, to see a man again! We were all getting so dull together. We want a man to wake us up a little, don't we, Wiggs? I will go and give orders about his room at once, your Royal Highness. You will wish him to be in the purple room, of course?"
That settled it.
"He will be in the blue room,"
said Hyacinth decidedly.
"Certainly, your Royal Highness. Fancy, Wiggs, a man again! I will go and see about it now, if I may have your Royal Highness's leave to withdraw."
A little mystified by Belvane's manner, Hyacinth inclined her head, and the Countess withdrew. Chapter 10